Video is going to be really important for you in your business. That is one simple way for people to be able to get to know you easier, get the information that they want, but that's what people are searching for. Just think of your own habits. You're very voyeuristic. We need to see how to do this. We really just want to be able to see someone walk us through how to do a tutorial rather than just explain it. And that's why that's actually really powerful for you to do that. And people are just very voyeuristic. They want to see what's going on in your house, around you, and your surroundings. So that's the thing. But there's so many different techniques with getting your videos shared. And YouTube is a different animal, as well as other video platforms like Vimeo. But we're going to be talking about Facebook. Now, for myself, I put a ton of content of video up. Predominantly, I like to put up at least a video a day, and then I put up a lot of pictures and text. And it's constantly that insight and analytics where you have to study that to see what's working with your content. And so video has been something that I consistently do, and I really pay attention to the insights on a lot of my videos. And I keep note of that. So I study that to kind of get the habits of my followers and what they want to do. The other thing is, of course, I'm studying other people's content too, and people who are sharing the best tips to figure out exactly. So what I'm sharing here are my top 10 tips that I've gathered, as well as going with Buffer has offered a lot of the same type tips. So I'm going to be sharing those, and I'm actually going to break these up into different scopes because I'm going to tell them to you tonight, but I'm not going to teach them to you tonight. So if that makes sense. Am I using Twitter video cards yet? No, I'm not. And I haven't researched yet exactly what that is because again, I'm not really focusing strongly on a strong Twitter follow, like build. Like I don't aggressively use Twitter. I put content there, and of course I share stuff and all, but I'm not really using Twitter as my main source of social media sites because you can't do them all awesome. So focus on the ones that you can really do awesome. So obviously Periscope is one of the strongest ones that I'm doing every day, and I do it twice a day, typically Monday through Thursday. Facebook is of course another strong one for myself, as well as YouTube. Hey, Helen back from Australia. Cool. Good to see you on. So let's get into this. So I appreciate you guys following me. And if you're not following me, make sure you swipe to the right. Apple users and Android, you swipe up, and make sure you hit the follow. But my name's Christine, and I've been helping small business owners for the past 15 years be able to onboard in a business for themselves. Many times people have these desires to have their own business, but they just don't know what to do. So that's what I have done for the past 15 years is help people become entrepreneurs. And it was mostly just because of I don't know, it's just a lot of the skills that I learned working for myself when I worked for a company. So I worked out of my home traveling for medical sales and applications, and I had to learn a lot of the techniques that you would need to do to be an entrepreneur for yourself. So you need to learn how to work for yourself at home so that you don't feel like you're taking their money and doing nothing. So that was a lot of the tips of how I was able to apply that over. But a lot of the stuff that I've kind of learned along the way, of course, is learning from other people, but just kind of what do I want to happen? Like, for instance, how would I respond to X, Y, and Z? And that's usually how a lot of your training and your resources come about. How would you want things to happen? Hey, Mariah, I'm not sure how to say your name. So that's something to think about. What would you do about that? That's it. All right. And then the past 7 years, I've done network marketing. So I'm still, of course, in network marketing, and I work with Team Beachbody. And that, of course, doesn't matter which business you're in. So if you're a solo entrepreneur, or if you're in network marketing, or even if you are in real estate where you are your own entity, I guess identity, and you are trying to do great for the company. All of these techniques for marketing and building a strong, successful business work. So it doesn't matter what your label is, it's a matter of your skills, and that's what we're going to go into. So let's get it into the Facebook. So obviously, let's not talk about why you need to do video anymore. Let's just say it strongly, you need to do video right now. Love getting to see how often to scope. I know. Were you ever at a point where you thought about giving up? How did you get through it? Never. I don't give up. Sorry. I don't give up on something that I'm fully committed to, passionate to. Basically, when I decide to do something, I do it, and I do it to the best of my ability. So I'm just not that person. If I'm not going to do something, for instance, if I'm choosing something that I'm not super passionate about and I haven't invested myself in, then I don't think that's a priority to me. But when I'm deciding to do something, I do it. And that's just always been me. So I'm sorry, I can't help you with that question. All right, so the top 10 tips of what you want to do with your videos. And again, I'm going to talk about some of them, but some of them I won't be able to teach you, and I can do a future scope. I can do a screen share scope where I can show you how to do it. First tip, and these again, many of you guys may already know, but Facebook likes it when you upload them natively. So basically, you need to upload it per the Facebook website or the app, but you can't take a link. So for instance, if you upload a video over to YouTube and then you grab the YouTube link and then share it over to Facebook. So you know how you can share videos from YouTube. Facebook doesn't like when you share videos from other resources. They want you to upload it directly to their site. So even if you're going to put the same video on YouTube and over on Facebook, upload them independently, because you're going to get a better virality for that, because Facebook won't hide the post. Basically, you got to think about this. Facebook and YouTube, they're not friends. They're not friends. So why would Facebook want to promote YouTube? They don't really want to. So videos on Facebook, you need to upload direct. So the second thing is this one. And this, by the way, I'm not perfect at this. So if you went over to my page, you're like, she's not doing all these rules. No, I'm not perfect with these. And sometimes I just can't put the focus into some of these tips. But if you ever at that moment where you want to craft kind of the perfect video and apply as many of these tips on it as possible, it just takes some time. That's it. But the second big tip is you have 3 seconds to capture someone. So I've always taught people. So for instance, I used to do a lot of live certifications and trainings for the weekends for fitness and group fitness certifications for Chalene Johnson's company. And one of the trainings we used to do was called All-Star Presenter Camp. And it's basically that you have 3 seconds to for people judging you. That's the thing. So for instance, as a group fitness instructor, when you're setting up class, there's a lot of people outside the class just looking at you, giving you the 1, 2, 3, deciding if you're good enough to come in and take your workout if they didn't know you. So you're being judged on your first 3 seconds. That's where first impressions come from. So same things happening in your videos. So think about your own habits. Now, of course, I'm going to reference this company all the time because they're just so funny and so awesome. BuzzFeed, obviously, if you watch a lot of BuzzFeed videos, they do, in the first 3 seconds, they take out some of the B-roll. And if you're not sure what the B-roll means, it's the extra footage that they didn't actually use in the real part of the video. So they'll take a lot of B-roll, or maybe they'll take out a funny little part and they'll put it right in the beginning before they roll in their identity tag. So that is first 3 seconds of capture. So for instance, when I'm watching those BuzzFeed videos, and I'm going to reference them all the time because we could just really start to study their techniques, because those things go viral. So start studying that. But if I am captivated by the first 3 seconds where you see something super funny happening, or like curious, you don't know what's going to happen, or you really want to know, you're going to stay longer into the video. So your first 3 seconds are super important for people to want to continue with it. Now, the big reason why is if you, of course, follow in Facebook, you know that there's an autoplay feature. So if you ever put up videos on Facebook, you can go to the insights and analytics for it, and you're going to see the click rates, of course, and how long people watch the video and how many people actually clicked the video to play it, because some people can have that feature turned off. So for instance, if you have a video up there and you go to the insights for it, you're going to notice that the ratio, the analytics for, was this video just played on autoplay or was this clicked? That's important for you to know, because majority of time for people watching an autoplay, they're not choosing to see your video. The Facebook is playing it for them. So that's kind of the bigger reason for you to captivate them in the first 3 seconds, because they're not choosing to click. It's just going to start to play. So that's why you definitely want to make sure that you've got the first 3 seconds to grab them. But the ones where they're clicking, so it's not on autoplay and you want them to actually click it, there's other techniques that we're going to talk about in my list here that's going to be able to help that, to get them to click it. All right. So first thing, again, to recap, is to make sure that, of course, you are uploading the video directly to the Facebook web URL or through the Facebook app. That's what you want to really make sure. Again, do not take a link from another source like YouTube and put it on over there. Can anyone check their video analytics? If you have a Facebook page, yes, you can. If you're using profile page for your business, no, you can't. And you are going to be in trubs because I ran a Facebook tutorial or something like that. I can't remember what I titled it, but it's on my youtube.com/Christine Dwyer, teaching you guys how you can have real trouble with Facebook. Trouble with Facebook if you're using the profile page for your business. So make sure that you are using your page for your business, and that's the only place that you can see analytics. You're silly if you're not. It's basically, by not using a page for your business, it's like you having your own brick and mortar business and not having financial books to record any of your money. You're basically like taking people's cash and like, thanks, and just putting it in your pocket and not recording it anywhere. That's the same thing as running a business on Facebook and not using a page. Hopefully that makes sense. And the second one is captivate. Grab them in the first 3 seconds. So for instance, it shouldn't be a promo reel for you in terms of like your logo and stuff. It really should be about the content that's going to grab them, something that is like going to keep their attention. Groups are not Facebook pages. Those are groups. All right. Third, custom thumbnail. So for instance, every time you upload a video, you now can, of course, and this was, I don't know when they did this update, but it's been a while now, this past year, you can now go and upload a picture for the custom thumbnail. So you got 2 options here. So I, for instance, just put up an abs video on my Facebook for tonight. And I was basically just trying to, thank you so much, Jay, for watching my followers. You're so nice. Thank you, Jay. So I put up an abs video tonight, and I actually took a different approach with this video because I put up a lot of content for people who need workouts because I'm a fitness instructor. So I do that all the time. And I know my fitness videos go and get shared. So that's what I want. But I'm actually doing a promotion on my videos, speaking to group fitness instructors and telling them how silly they are for not actually building a business and health and fitness online and continuing to teach in the gym and think that's where they're going to make a ton of money, because it's not going to. Who helps me with this stuff in terms of learning or doing? So for instance, learning, I learn. I don't know how else not to, but I learn for all myself. But as far as my Facebook, I do my Facebook and my Instagram. I do have an assistant that does some management on my Twitter and my blog. When I started, me. The only way for you to know how to run a social platform is for you to do it and learn it and know what's going to work. So you need to go through that learning curve first before you can ever outsource any part of it, okay? Because you can't tell someone how to be you if you don't even know how you works. That's really the key. Okay, so custom thumbnail, that is their third tip. So the third tip is that you want to make sure that the picture, so now this is going to be super duper important for the ones that are not set for autoplay. These are the ones where you want people to click on it. And that's why you want to have a picture, a still picture. So that's what the thumbnail means, is a still picture that will create interest and have people want to click on your video. Because again, you know, you've uploaded videos before. I've done it to YouTube and Facebook, and the thumbnail, you know, the static image that they choose, it's always like this. Like you're like looking really weird and you're like, crap, why is it choosing that one? I don't look cute in that one. The guys say that all the time. Like they're always like, I don't look cute in that one. So the thing is, to prevent that, of course, you can just choose your own. So in Facebook, you can, of course, go and edit the video. So if you click on the video and you go down to the bottom, it's going to have an option, and you click on option and just choose edit the video. It's going to pull up all the options for you to be able to edit the video, including title, a call to action button, which we're going to be talking about, as well as the thumbnail. So for instance, if you just want to choose a thumbnail from one of the random 10 freeze frames of your video, you can just scroll through the arrows and choose the best one that you like. Like that's what I did on my video tonight, because I didn't want to spend time making a thumbnail for it. But you can actually create a picture. So a lot of the times what I'll do, and again, I could do this on a future scope teaching you some of these techniques, is I grab an image, a screenshot from my video, and then I put text on that photo, and that's the image that I'll use. So for instance, I'll make up dance routines to certain songs and I'll put them up. So for instance, I put one up for Pitbull, Mr. Put It Down. And so instead of just having a freeze frame of the random dance move I'm doing in the middle of the video, I then will use this freeze frame and I whited out half of the image and I put the title of what it is and what it's about so people clearly know what the video is about and they'll want to click on it. So create a custom thumbnail. So again, to recap, number 1 is make sure that you're uploading the videos directly to Facebook. 2, make sure the first 3 seconds grab someone. It's captivating. It's not, hi, my name is Christine, because they're gone. They don't care. My name's Christine. They don't care. They want to know, what's this video about? The 3rd is upload a custom thumbnail. Do people enjoy workout videos? Depends on who you are. So for me, I'm a fitness professional. I've been teaching group fitness for 24 years and I'm a professional fitness professional and I film workout videos for Turbo Kick and Pyo. So I have a following that I built throughout these years of being online that wants that from me. The general person that is not a fitness professional, doesn't have credentials, doesn't know form and technique, and is just making up their own stuff, I personally don't agree with that. That's just my opinion. But it might be just because I'm a fitness professional and we don't like it when people try to teach people fitness when they're not having the credentials. That's the only thing. But it's not saying you shouldn't put up fitness stuff because people are motivated by you being fit. But I would suggest that you don't be a teacher, that you just say, you know, I could probably be doing this totally wrong, but I love them and they made me so sore. You know, something like that. Okay, I'm confused. Oh, I missed it. You can only customize the thumbnail when you use Facebook to upload, correct? As opposed to using YouTube to share? Yeah. So again, do not do that. Do not use YouTube links or Vimeo links or other links to share over to Facebook. Only the videos that you've uploaded directly onto Facebook can be edited for that thumbnail and other content in there. Okay, cool. All right, let's go on. I didn't number these. I just dashed them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The 4th tip. What happened to, I know, Katie, I just got out of it. I used to do Would You Rather, and it was mostly, I think, because we were getting short on time, and then we had the glitches with the Apple. It just became too frustrating to do scopes, so we just ran into it. The 4th tip is to sometimes only put the video content up that is exclusive to only Facebook people alone. So for instance, you're not going to put it up on your blog. You're not going to put it up on YouTube. You're not loading it anywhere, but only for your amazing Facebook followers, and let them know that. So basically you're creating like this exclusivity that this video is only on Facebook. And that's, of course, where they then can want to share this. And that's where, of course, they can get, you can promote that on other platforms. So for instance, if you are on Twitter and you're like, I just uploaded on Facebook the #1 video that's going to make you $1 million in a week. You better go over there and get it. Now those Twitter people are going to like, so where am I going to go? And they're going to go over there and now follow you over there. Cool. Oh, I'm glad you finally caught me live. So cool. Yeah. So put the video there, and not all videos. I'm just saying some videos, make them only special and exclusive to Facebook, because of course that's where, you're going to build that following. Is there a time limit? I don't know. I think an hour. I'm not exactly sure, but I would not suggest that you upload a video on Facebook for that long. Think like yourself. Would you sit on Facebook on someone's page watching a video for 45 minutes? Not really, unless it was like dang juicy, good information that you needed, because people get distracted. They're in Facebook already, a super distracting platform. They're going to get ADD and move on. So that's something to think about, is you want to keep them a lot shorter. I would suggest that. So for instance, of course, there's going to be long videos. For instance, when I do a Facebook live stream over there, those videos are going to be longer and they're going to sit there. So that's just kind of what it is. I rarely finish the long videos. Yeah, we typically move on. Again, something happens, we're moving on, and it's just our attention, especially being in a platform where we got to know what someone ate for lunch, and we just need to know, what did they eat for lunch? Did they get to school? I need to know what they bought at Target. Like, that's the stuff we need to know right away from people. We need to know. It's super important. Okay, then number 5 is to create shareable content. Duh, right, of course. So shareable content means, would you share it? So think of that. what do you share on Facebook? Because again, you know that when you click that share button, it's like telling your followers, I approve. I love this message. That's what you're doing. So what type of content do you share? And you could be sharing a lot of content that is going to give your following valuable information as well. But now flip it. So what did you get at Target? Exactly. See, only when you need one. That's it. So is the stuff that you're looking at or posting, is that what someone's going to want to share too? Now, we love our stuff. We think it's awesome. But do they? So we really have to figure out exactly what do your followers like and what do they want to share. Okay, so as I said, I'm a fitness professional and I'm an entrepreneur, business person, and I got a lot of skills in all areas. But I know after a lot of research and trial and error is when I put anything business up on my page for videos, that stuff's not getting shared. People aren't really there for business for me. They're not. They're there for my fitness stuff. So I still put my fitness stuff up there because I know that that has a high probability of being shared, especially if I do it properly. And it's crazy, but that of course will create a lot of virality, and then it gets shared, and then their following sees it and sees this girl and then comes over to this girl's page and likes it and then wants to follow it too. And then they see my offers and other things that I would be in my cover photo and all that type of stuff. So make sure that the content that you are sharing is stuff that people would share. And here's a bonus tip that I didn't write down. You might need to tell them to share it. So don't be that person that just says, click to share. Just don't say click to share. I kind of like to be a little bit funny sometimes. So sometimes I'll say, if it's a fitness video, I'll say, click to share, or share this video if you want your friends to have a good butt, and maybe it's a butt workout. So you kind of make like levity out of it because you want more people to share it. So you have to change that out. And sometimes I'll tell people, feel free to share this if you want, because it's crazy how many people will ask me on there, hey, can I share this if I didn't say it in the post? And I'm like, yes, please share this. There's a big share button. Share it. I want them to. So sometimes I'll just put in the text there, feel free to share this if you like it. Feel free. Because I'm like, please, feel free. Okay, so the next tip, so 6, teaser text. Teaser text. So for instance, when you're uploading a video, you of course want to write a bit of a text or description of what the video is, or kind of give people an idea. Well, sometimes you could just be creative and give them some kind of like text there that makes them really curious about what does this mean? And they play the video because the text is just kind of kooky, or that doesn't make sense. How is that possible? Or, oh my gosh, they're giving away that in the video right here. Let me go there. So the teaser text is something that is going to secretly be making people can't help but want to click that video to press play because they need to see what you were just teasing them with. So number 7, call to action. So now this one is debatable. I'm up in the air about this one because I've heard both ways, but let me tell you about what this is, okay? So at the end of your video, I don't know if you've ever stayed long enough to watch the end of your video, but at the end of your video, you will see that the screen kind of comes up into a black, and you're going to see white text in the middle that the video end comes up to. That's a call to action that you can edit. So for instance, when you play your video at the very end, I don't know exactly what comes up if you don't put a call to action, but what you do is, again, go edit the video. So go to options of the video, edit the video, and you're going to pull up the menu. That's, of course, where you can change the thumbnail. But then at the bottom, you're going to see a call to action button, and it's always going to be set for off. But if you want, let me go there now so I can tell you exactly what some of those say so that you can edit or know what you're basically choosing there. So I'm just going to my videos right now and pulling it up. But basically this call to action is when the video is done, that the people can be prompted to go somewhere. So I'm just going to pull up any one of my videos here. Okay, so if I go down to the bottom, you're going to see the words clearly say call to action. So So call to action button will be at the end. And some of your options, of course, there's going to be no button at all. So nothing is going to show up, which is the default. So your options for the call to action is there's no button at all. So it's going to be defaulted with nothing. But then, for instance, shop now. So say, for instance, you're putting up a video of a product promo and you are going to be selling something. You can, of course, list shop now when you put the URL of where they would go. Book now is another one. Learn more. Sign up. Download or watch more. So for instance, on the video that I just put up now, I didn't, this was an old video that I had done. So I just uploaded it and I don't have a strong call to action in it. So I just put watch more and direct them to the rest of my Facebook videos so that they can dive into my Facebook video world, which there's a ton of call to action on different ones as well. So put a call to action. Now remember when I said this is debatable. I can't really say exactly what is truth on this because I haven't seen anyone come out with a firm stance on it. But there's rumor that if you do put a call to action at the end of the video, that the video won't be put out in the feed as much. So I don't know if that's truth or not, but that again is something. Using the offer option. Exactly, Brave Writer. So basically, for instance, in many of my fitness videos, what I'll put up there is I'll teach them some workout and then I'll say, well, you know, obviously you're going to still always have fat on your belly if you don't get your diet in order. So if you need a diet plan, then go to 21dayleanout.com, which is my option, my site. And people can go get a 7-day meal plan to follow and then also private online workouts that I have in a YouTube playlist. So they can go to 21 Day Lean Out and that's where I'll put it. So for instance, I will put the call to action there. And that of course is download. Yeah, download. So I would put download because I want them to get the free meal plan. And they're just going to click there and it's going to go right to 21 Day Lean Out. Okay. All right. Number 8. Facebook doesn't like much, it seems. Well, they kind of run the world a lot, you know, so they got a lot of control there. People are addicted and they can establish their rules because it's free and you got to pay to play. So that's something to think about. Okay. So number 8, tag other pages. Now don't be the entrepreneur that just tags a bunch of people that does not make sense of why that person's being tagged in your video content. So for instance, in your video, say you talk about someone, you could put their name in it. Or say you were inspired by someone, you could put their name in it. So when the when the video relates to something, you know, that's where you then can tag the person. But don't be that entrepreneur. Just tag someone who's got a lot of following. I personally hate that. In the network marketing business that I'm in, obviously I'm a top coach in the company, that a lot of people who are trying to get seen, they tag me in all of their stuff because they want my followers to then go over to them. That's rude, in my opinion. Don't be rude. But the thing is I have no direct reflection to your content at all. You're not even mentioning me. It's just you're trying to gain into my network. Number 9 is those video insights. So we were talking about how long should the video be. So again, I wonder what your real name is. I'm going to just have to call you V-Ruse. V-Ruiz says that you definitely want to make sure that you have an understanding of how long your video should be to have the greatest virality on that video. So this is something that I pay attention to a lot. And I will put up different links. I'm constantly testing out different things. So different titles, Victor, thank you. Different types of videos. And again, the same videos, but different title and length, music, with a voiceover, without a voiceover. So I'm constantly testing them out because I need to see what do people gravitate towards. Where do they stay the longest? In all the analytics that I've been studying on my videos, it doesn't matter what all those other differences are that I just told you. The biggest thing is I have a 50% drop off at about 12 seconds in. So 50% of the reach of how many people actually watch the video stop watching the video at around 12 seconds. That's my average. So the average length that someone will watch is around 30 seconds. So my suggestion is for your videos on Facebook, try to keep them super short. 30 seconds is a great number to shoot for. And I know you're like, I can't teach or I can't talk about something in just 30 seconds. Well, you can tease in 30 seconds. You can give one strong tip in 30 seconds, or you can tell them what you're going to tell them in 30 seconds and then tell them where a longer version of it is, where they can sign up for your opt-in form. So something about that. So make sure that you watch the video insights on those videos so you know exactly, again, what is the retention, how long, again, people watch for, and when there's a drop-off rate. And again, who is watching more of the video? Is it people who are clicking, or is it just that autoplay? So those video insights are really important. And I've had, oh, thanks so much, Sarah. I've had some crazy videos that really got a great reach. Let me go to one of them. It was a treadmill video that I did. I did a workout with the treadmill off, a resistance workout using the treadmill's belt. That one was super successful, that a lot of people shared that. So normally what I'll do is, I'm just searching here, I rarely ever boost my post because that's still, again, out for the jury of if boosting actually is a benefit or just a waste of money. So I'm not really sure. So this one, I was getting fantastic organic reach on it, meaning that I did not pay for this video to go and get viral at all. I didn't do that at all. But I was getting a lot of organic reach. So I let that live for a little bit. But this workout, people really loved. And I had a 16-second rate. And I always look for when 50% of people fall off. And I don't know if that's an important figure. I just look at that as important. But they watched 16 seconds. The video was 1 minute, 44 seconds long. But the post, so the reach was about 270,000 for the reach on that. And the organic reach was 100K. And then I boosted it and got another 171 or 72K. So that was that. I had 871 shares on that. And I had 81 comments and over 1,000 likes, 3,500 likes on it. So this video was killer. And that was just, and all I put on it was insider tip. I do these videos to stay accountable to fitness. And the video was about a treadmill workout. And that was something that was really strong. So my tip again for watching the insights. So when you do have a video that really goes organic, pay attention to the insights. And when you put it up, how many people are hiding it, how many people are sharing it, how many people are liking, commenting, what the organic reach is on it. Because then you can use that and either run a paid ad on it or boost it to get a little bit more juice out of it. And again, I could be completely off base. But as we're wrapping into the 10th one, I'm going to, of course, then give you a bonus tip as we wrap this up as well. The 10th tip. Make sure you have a featured video. So for instance, if you didn't already figure this out, if you click on your videos tab, you can create playlists. So go ahead and create playlists so that your users can find videos easier, and you can categorize them, of course, of what you're looking at. I think you only can create 2 playlists. Let me go there. 1, 2, 3. So you have 3 playlists that you can create. Put the featured video up at the top. So the featured video is super important that you put up there and do, because again, that featured video can be whatever you want it to be. So for instance, if you want it to be like a quick promo of who you are and what you offer, you can put that as a featured video. Or if you have a super popular video like that one that you want to put up there, what do you mean by hide videos? So when people are seeing your content in the newsfeed, some people don't want to see your stuff. And then they will click on an arrow on your post and say, hide these posts. I don't want to see them. And who knows why? There's no explanation, and you don't know who did it. People just hide your stuff all the time. But pay attention to that. That's another topic. That if you're getting a lot of people hiding your content, like it's a really high number, then you are coming across as spam, and that's not good for you. That is not good for you, okay? So the featured video is super important. Again, you could put a welcome video, welcome to my Facebook page, or you can do this is me video, or you can put a super popular video up. But the important reason why you want to have a featured video on your page is because over on the left-hand side of your page, that featured video sits on the left-hand side. So for instance, your videos are hidden in your page unless people click on the videos tab. So you want to make sure that you've got the videos tab on the left-hand sidebar available, but also that featured video is going to be right there as well. Okay, so those are the top 10 tips. Katie, the periscopescoop.com. You can go there, and I'm going to send you 3 things. One thing I'll send you on the day one is a Mad Libs fill in the blank, plug and play on how to create your bio and your about section. The second thing I'll send you is the Periscope tips and hacks. And that I got to update as this keeps getting updated. And the third thing is teaching you guys how to do the split screen video that I do on YouTube when I put up these vertical videos. So if you have vertical videos, do not put them up on YouTube. People don't like that. Just like Facebook is touchy, people don't like vertical videos. They just don't, because phones are meant for it, the lateral. But even though Periscope came out with a landscape mode, so far Periscope world has not liked the landscape mode. So that's why I'm staying. So Periscope Performance Academy is our private Facebook group that you guys can join. So Periscope Performance Academy, that's what you want to search for the group. All right, I'm out.